Hi students, how are you all? I hope you are fit and fine at your home. Dear students, we shall study geography subject of class 10th and we have been studying the third lesson, that is physiography and drainage. Students, in the previous two videos we have studied the physiography of Brazil and the physiography of India. Now in this video we are going to study drainage of Brazil and India. Students, without further ado, let's get started with the lesson. Students, before understanding in detail the drainage system of Brazil and India, let's have a short look on the map of drainage system of Brazil. Once you understand this map, you can able to write the answer of any question which will be asked on the map. Students, it is very important to understand the map and the location of rivers, places on the map. Okay, so let's try to understand in short. Here I am going to tell you short and then I will explain in detail. And students, you all are quite aware about the map of Brazil as well as the map of India. Okay, now here we can clearly see that on the northern side of Brazil we have the largest river of Brazil, that is Amazon river basin. Okay students, as well as we can see here a web of tributaries that meet to Amazon river, and because of that the discharge of water from the Amazon river we can see in a huge quantity. And because of the discharge of water in a huge quantity, we do not see here formation of delta at the mouth of Amazon river, but we can see the formation of Maranhão Island. Okay students, so this is important. Now in Brazil, we can see here the second river system of Brazil is that Paraná river system and Paraguay river system. Okay students, so on the southwest side of Brazil, we can see this river system, that is Paraná river system and Paraguay river system. Both the rivers enter into Argentina. Okay students, so this is the second river system of Brazil. Now again, one of the important river systems of the Brazil is São Francisco river. Student, here the source of São Francisco river we can see at the foothill of the highlands of Brazil. It flows towards north and then it sharply flows toward the east. So here São Francisco is one of the again second longest river in the Brazil, we can say. With these three river system, again we can see some short rivers here. For example, on the other side we can say Parnaíba river that meets to North Atlantic Ocean as well as flows towards the north side of Brazil. Then second one is that Itapecuru. This river also meet to the North Atlantic Ocean. These are also very important rivers because these are short and as well as it flows into the dense population, so it has got its own importance. Okay, so these are of the short rivers on the northern part of the Brazil. Now student, here on the eastern part of Brazil we can say Puraguaco river and Jequitinhonha river that meets to the South Atlantic Ocean and on the east side of the Brazil. Okay students, so these are some of the short rivers, and on the southern west part river we can say Uruguay river. Okay, that meets or that enters in Argentina. Okay students, so in short we have seen the web of rivers in the Brazil, and as well as some inner rivers are there. For example, Tocantins is there, Araguaia is there, Jungu is there, then Juruqua is there, Mandera is there, as well as Purus, Jurua, Japura, Negro, Orinoco, Branoco. So these rivers are also there. Okay students, have you understood? Yes. Now let's try to understand the river map of India now. Students, here in India, on the source of rivers, the rivers are divided. For example, northern basin river and peninsular river we can see. In northern parts clearly we can see Indus river system is there, Ganga river system is there, and on the peninsular region Godavari system is there. Okay, so these are major river systems in India, we can say. Students, here we can say Indus River. The source of Indus River is in Tibet. It flows into the disputed area of Jammu and Kashmir, enters in the Pakistan, and then meet to the Arabian Sea. Okay, student. Then next one is that the Ganga. Student, the source of Ganga is Gangotri. Yamuna is the one of the important tributary of Ganga. So Ganga flows from Gangotri to the West Bengal, and here it forms a big delta, the biggest delta, the largest delta in the world. Okay, a lot of tributaries meet to the Ganga, and because of the tributaries, the discharge of water we can see in huge quantity, and because of that here it forms the largest delta in the world. Yamuna is one of the tributaries, okay, that is from the west side. From the east side, river Brahmaputra also is one of the important tributaries of Ganga, which makes the discharge of water in a huge quantity. Okay, students, as well as on the peninsular region, some of the rivers or the tributaries meet to Ganga. For example, river Ken, river Betwa, river Sindh, river Chambal. These are some of the important tributaries of Ganga. Okay, students, as well as river Son is also there. Here you can see river Hooghly is there, river Damodar. Okay, student. So this is the web of river system of Ganga, we can say. Okay, and now we can see on the peninsular system some of the important rivers which are divided into east flowing meeting the Bay of Bengal and west flowing meeting the Arabian Sea. For example, river Luni, river Narmada, river Tapi, river Godavari, river Krishna, and river Kaveri. These are important rivers. Okay, students, and these rivers are divided into east flowing rivers and west flowing rivers. Okay, students, so here the major rivers on the peninsula are Narmada, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, and Tapi, we can say. Students, we can clearly see in the map river Narmada and river Tapi meeting to the Arabian Sea. Okay, and river Godavari, river Krishna, river Kaveri meeting the Bay of Bengal. Okay, which are very important rivers. Okay, students, and here we can see the Western Ghats are called a water divide. Okay, students, because they act as a divide between the west flowing rivers. Okay, students, have understood this much? Very good. Students, one more important thing here we need to remember that Godavari is the largest and longest river in the peninsular region. So here we try to understand the map of river of Brazil, and then we have seen the main rivers of India. Okay, students, with this short information, let's study in detail now. Okay, students? Yes. See, students, first of all, again, students, you can see the once map. You understand the maps, then you can quickly understand all the things. So, now, without further delay, let's study in detail now. Okay, in short, I would like to tell you what is meant by drainage. The action or the process of draining of something. Okay, if we drain water, okay, the flow of water, okay, that is called as drainage. What we are going to study here, a comparative note on the basin of Ganga and Amazon River. First of all, let's learn the drainage of Brazil. Student, here as I have told you, there are three major river basins in Brazil. The first one is Amazon Basin, the second one is Paraguay and Paraná system in southwest, and the third one São Francisco in the eastern part of Highland, and other rivers at the coast. Here in the map you can see, and already I have shown you. Now students, let's study one by one. First of all, we will study Amazon Basin. Students, first of all, let's learn about the catchment area of Amazon Basin. The size of catchment area of Amazon River is 7,05,000 square kilometer. Students, it is very important to understand and learn. Remember it, the catchment area of Amazon is 7,05,000 square kilometer. Okay, but here again important thing is that to understand what is catchment area. Student, what is catchment area? The area from which rainfall flows into river, lake or reservoir. Yes student, which area? The area from where the rain falls. Okay, and after the rainfall, whatever the water flows and flows into the river or lake or reservoir, that is called as the catchment area. It means that the place where the rain falls and the water flows from the rainfall area to its destination, we can say. For example, the rainfall water may reach to a lake, a river or a reservoir, that is called as catchment area. Okay, so here the catchment area means from where the river starts to flow and where it reaches, that much area is called as the catchment area. Okay, now next one, students, the Amazon river collects its headwater from the eastern slopes of Andes mountain in the Peru. From where does river basin collects its water? Headwater means what student? It is the sources of water, from where we get water, from where the river is getting water. For example, a lot of tributaries meet to a main river system and because of that water flows or river flows, or that tributaries are the source of that river, we can say. That is called as headwater. Okay student, so here a tributary system of river close to or forming part of its source is called as headwater. Okay, yes, so here Amazon river receives its headwater from the eastern slope of Andes mountain in the Peru. Student, earlier I have told you that it is very important to understand that the Amazon basin's source is at the Andes mountain in the Peru country, we can say. Okay, yes, now Amazon river receives huge discharge. Okay, it is about 2 lakhs cubic meters per second. Amazon river receives a huge discharge. Okay, what do you mean by discharge student? The river discharge is the volume of water flowing through a river channel measured at any given point in cubic meters per second. Okay student, it means that the volume of water that is flowing at a particular place or a location, okay, that is called as a discharge. So how much is the discharge of Amazon river at a particular point? That is 2 lakhs cubic meter per second. Okay student, have you understood? You can see the map so that you can understand. Okay, see the Andes mountain also. The question can be asked, stress the source of Amazon river, or the question can be asked, stress the Amazon river basin. Okay, then if you know the map, then you can trace it. Okay student, so it is very important to understand the map. Now next, the result of huge discharge is Amazon cleans, removes or washes off the load supplied to it, doesn't deposit and sediments at the river mouth. Student, here you can see, because of the huge discharge of water, just now we have seen that the discharge of water is 2 lakh meter cubic per second. Okay, and because of this huge water discharge, Amazon cleans, removes, washes off all the loads supplied to it or all the sediments supplied to it. It doesn't deposit at the mouth of river, and because of that, here we do not see the formation of delta. Okay students, if it deposits the all the sediments at the mouth of river, then delta can form, but here Amazon river does not deposit its sediments on its mouth, and so here we do not see the delta here, formation of delta here, but here we can see the formation of island, and you know the name of the island, that is Morozzo Island. Okay student, so this is the reason behind not forming delta at the mouth of river Amazon. Okay, the huge discharge of water, because of huge discharge of water, Amazon rivers cleans all the sediments, removes all the sediments, washes off all the sediments, we can say. Yes, so this is very important student. Generally, a dense network of distributaries found at the mouth of river but such distributaries are not found at the mouth of Amazon. Yes student, here you know that it is very important to understand what is meant by distributary here. Student, a branch of river that doesn't return to the main stream after leaving it, that is called as distributaries. Okay student, and what do you mean by tributaries? Tributaries means a source or a system of river meets to a main river system to flow. Okay, that is called as tributaries. Okay, for example, Yamuna meets to Ganga. So Yamuna is the tributary that meeting to Ganga. Okay, so in the same way here the source of water meets to the main source of river system, that is called as tributary. If a tributary flows out of the system and it doesn't meet to the main system, then that is called as distributary. Okay, for example, such kind of distributaries we found most of the time at the delta. Once they distribute from there, once they flows from the delta region, they do not meet to the main system, river system, because they directly flow into the ocean. Okay, understood? So this is the difference between tributaries and distributaries. So here we do not see any distributaries at the mouth of Amazon river. Now student, instead of it, a series of islands develop along the mouth of Amazon beyond the coastline into the Atlantic Ocean. Yes, just now I have told you, and I have told you the main island also, that is Morozzo Island. Okay, the width of the Amazon channel at its mouth is 150 kilometers. Students, this is again very important. Okay, yes, the width of the Amazon channel, its mouth is 150 kilometers. Students, most of the coast is suitable for navigation. Students, we know that because of the tributaries, because of the web of tributaries, we can see the source of water in the Amazon river is very big one, and because of that here it is possible to navigate the ships. Okay, ships can travel here. So most of the river is suitable for navigation. Okay, now see student, so this is about the Amazon river system. Now let's study the next river system. Okay, so student, here the second river system we are going to study from Brazil, that is Paraguay and Paraná river system, which is one of the important river system in Brazil. Student, the location of the Paraguay Paraná system is, rivers Paraguay and Paraná are located in the southwestern part of Brazil. I have told you earlier about it. Now the catchment area of the Paraguay and Paraná system. Student, already I have told you what do you mean by catchment. Okay, both the rivers form the catchment of river Rio de la Plata in Argentina. Students, already I have told you about these rivers, Paraguay and Paraná rivers, that enters into the Argentina river. Okay, river includes area of southeastern Bolivia, southern and central Brazil, the entire country of Paraguay, most of the Uruguay and northern Argentina. Okay, this much is the catchment area of these two rivers, that is Paraguay and Paraná river system. Students, the headwaters from where it receives. Now see, these two rivers, that are river Paraguay and river Paraná and river Uruguay, in extreme south of the highlands, collects their headwater from the southern portion of highlands. Yes student, already I have told you the source of river Paraguay, Paraná and Uruguay in the extreme south of highlands. Here students, you can see the highlands, and at the south of the highlands it receives its headwater. Okay, understood? Very good. So here we have understood the source of Paraguay, Paraná and Uruguay river system. Okay students, now next we are going to study, that is São Francisco river. Students, already in the 6th standard we have studied about São Francisco river. Again we are going to study about it. It is the third important river of Brazil. We know that it is a large river in Brazil with a length of 2914 kilometers. Okay students, it is the longest river that runs entirely in Brazil territory and the fourth longest in the South America overall in Brazil. Student, this is one of the characteristics of this São Francisco, that it is the longest river and as well as it runs entirely in Brazil territory. Okay student, because here we can see Amazon rivers flow across Peru country. Okay, the source of Amazon river is in Peru country. Okay, at the foothill of Andes mountain we can say. But here as well as we can see Paraná river enters into Argentina. Then the Paraguay river enters into Argentina, as well as Uruguay river enters into Argentina. Means most of the rivers are transboundary river, but here Sao Francisco runs entirely in Brazil territory only. Okay, again one of the important characteristics of river is it is the fourth longest river of South America overall in Brazil. Okay students, see the entire basin of this river is within Brazil only. Okay, have you understood this much? Very good. Now students, from where does it originate? It originates in the Canastra mountain range. Student, this is one of the part of highlands we can say, and it originates in the Canastra mountain range. It occupies the eastern portion of highland. Okay, now it flows towards north for a distance of about 1000 km over the plateau, and then takes a sharp eastward turn to enter in the coastal strip along the Atlantic Ocean. Student, clearly you can see that Sao Francisco river originates from the Canastra mountain. It is a part of highlands we can say, Brazilian highlands, and it flows towards the north Brazil first, and then when it crosses 1000 km it turns to its east, okay, to meet South Atlantic Ocean. Okay students, have understood? Very good. Now student, it means it flows northward as well as eastward, okay, to meet the Atlantic Ocean. The river is navigable for a distance of 250 km in its downstream reaches. Yes student, as Amazon river, the most of the region of Amazon river is navigable. In the same way, Sao Francisco river is also navigable, but for a distance of 250 km only in its downstream reaches. Okay student, have understood? Students, now let's study about the coastal rivers of Brazil. Just now I have told you about the coastal rivers of Brazil. Most of the coastal rivers are very short here. It has a number of short coastal rivers attain significance because the coastal area is densely populated. Yes, just now I have told you these rivers have their own importance because of densely populated areas or regions. River Parnaíba, river Itapecuru, flowing northward meet the North Atlantic Ocean. Yes student, already I have told you that river Parnaíba moves or flows toward north side and meet or enters into North Atlantic Ocean. In the same way, river Itapecuru also flows towards north side of Brazil and enter into the North Atlantic Ocean. Okay students, so these are important short rivers at the north part of Brazil. Okay, now the river that enters South Atlantic Ocean collects their headwaters along the escarpment. Students, we have studied about the escarpment in the Physiography of Brazil. That is the first video. Okay students, the rivers which are flowing and entering into the South Atlantic Ocean, it collects their water from the escarpment. River Piraguaco enters the Atlantic Ocean near Salvador town. Yes students, Salvador town is very important because from Salvador town the great escarpment starts. Okay students, this is also very important. Okay students, with this some of the important rivers I would like to mention here. The river Jequitinhonha. Okay, this river also meet into the South Atlantic Ocean. It flows towards eastward side. At the same time, some of the important rivers are there that I would like to mention. River Tocantins flows towards north and meet to the North Atlantic Ocean. We can see the mouth of the Tocantins at the Maranhão Island. Okay, with this Aragua river flows towards north and meets to the North Atlantic river. Then Jungu river flows towards north and meet to the North Atlantic Ocean we can say. Then at the same time Zuruqua this is the river meets to the Amazon river. It means it is a tributary of Amazon river. Then Madera river, that is the tributary of Amazon river, flows towards north and meet to the Amazon river. Then we can see here Purus river that meets to Amazon river basin. Okay students, yes. Now on the west region of Brazil, we see Purus river, Jarua river, Japura river and Negro river. Students, on the northern side of Brazil, we can see Onoka river, Branaco river, Paru river. Students, all these rivers meet to Amazon river basin. So student, here overall we have studied the web of rivers in the Brazil country. So students, in this video we have studied the drainage system of Brazil. In this drainage system, we have seen the three major drainage systems of Brazil, that is Amazon river basin and Paraná-Paraguay river system, and the last one, that is São Francisco river system. Okay students. Now students, in the next video we are going to study the river system or the drainage system of India. Dear students, if you have found this video useful to you and liked it, then do not forget to subscribe it and do not forget to share it to your friends, students, as well as like it and comment below the video. In the next video, we are going to study the drainage of India. So stay tuned. Students, take care of yourself and your family. Students, be thoughtful, be studious and be connected. Thank you. Bye.